Biographical criticism presented by Group 1. It begins with the simple but central insight that literature is written by actual people and that understanding an author's life can help readers more thoroughly comprehend the work. In other words, it analyzes a writer's biography to show the relationship between the author's life and the works of literature. Why is it used? It's used to show how an author's life is incorporated in his or her works. So if the author's strengths, such as life, habits, interests, relationship statuses, he's probably gonna have a book that has drinking in it or what else going on in his life. There are 6 biographical criticism strategies. Number 1. Research the author's life. Number 2. Use the biographical information to understand the inferential and evaluative levels of the work. Number 3. Research the author's beliefs. Number 4. Relate those systems of belief to work. Number 5. Explain how the connections reflect in the work's themes and topics. Lastly, explain what can be determined about the author's statement within the text based on bioinfo. Questions to ask oneself when doing biographical criticism. Are facts about the writer's life relevant to your understanding of the work? Are characters and incidents in the work versions of the writer's own experiences? So maybe the author had a breakup, so he writes a tragedy because he's sad or depressed. Like Shakespeare, when his a lot of family members had died. So he wrote a lot of tragedies because his life had a very highly depression on it. How do you think the writer's values are reflected in the work? What in the book is present in his life which of the author stated or believe are reflected in the work? So what does he believe in and how is he showing in the work? And lastly, how do connections explain the author's purpose and the overall meaning of the work? Before I end this biographical criticism discussion, do not assume the works retells the author's life, and avoid using unsound sources of information about the author's life. That's all. Thank you for listening and watching.